Hey, how's everybody doing this afternoon? We got a lot to talk about this afternoon about the Battleship Texas. I see we've got a lot of folks with us already for us. We've got Chris, we've got Michael Shelby. How you guys doing? Boonhauer, hey buddy, how you doing, man? I still haven't put that Jeep together yet, dude. I've looked at it multiple times. Ain't done it yet, man. I got to get to that. He gave me a little shoot, I had it sitting right here somewhere, but I got so much crap on my desk I can't find it. But he gave me a little metal kit that you put together a Jeep, and it's going to be awesome. He gave it to me 6 months ago, and I ain't touched it yet, man, other than to look at it multiple times. I'm going to get to it, Boomhauer. Promise you that. Who else is with us? Whoever else is with us, let us know that you're with us in the chat. I can tell that Michael Shelby, dude, loves Riker Road ice cream. We've got Tom with us here tonight. Garnett will not be with us tonight. He is on his way to California to work on a radar or navigation, something on a ship out there. So let me go ahead and bring in Tom. Most of the times, he's more interesting than me, so let's get him in here. Hey, Tom.
How you doing?
I'm doing good, buddy. How you doing today?
Pretty good. Yeah, I feel sorry for Garnet going out there. I was watching the weather a second ago, and it don't look good out there.
Yeah. He was. He texted me. Well, you probably saw the text, but he said he's probably going to be dealing with 15-foot seas trying to get onto that ship. It's going to make a good video, provided he gets home with it. He's already promised if he doesn't come home because of the weather that I can have his drone, though, because his drone's about 2 steps ahead of mine. So I don't know if I should cross my fingers that I get the drone or cross my fingers that he gets home.
Make sure nobody comes out of the woodwork and starts claiming stuff.
Yeah, we got Miss Kylie with us. Let me go ahead and bring her in here too. Hey, Kylie. How are you? Oh, I can barely hear you.
Can you hear me?
Barely. I can, but barely.
Hello, Kylie.
Hello.
I can't hear her at all.
No, I can hear, but it's probably because I got these on. I'm isolated from every other sound around the house, so they say.
Can you hear me now?
Just the same. Where's your mic at? Are you using a mic on the headphones? Yeah.
Yeah.
You've always come through good before.
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is today.
Northside Hog, hey buddy, how you doing, man? Glad you're here. Kiara, I hope I'm saying your name right. Glad to see you're back. Lloyd Cox is in the house. Christopher Anderson, Firster, my grandson, who is in Smoky Mountain, Tennessee. Lucky dog. Oh, you disappeared, Kylie. Anyway.
I'll be right back.
Okay. What we've got going on with the Battleship Texas is if you follow them on their Facebook page, you probably know this already, but if you don't, you don't. They did a leak test on the ship. They lowered her 14 feet into the water. Takes 25 feet to float her off the blocks. And they didn't want to do that at this point, so they just lowered her 11 feet into the water, went inside the hull and the torpedo blisters, checking for leaks. According to Travis, it's hard to talk and read these things at the same time, Tom. These chats. According to Travis, they found a good number of leaks, whatever that means. He would not say what the number was. He just said a good number of leaks. And they have photographs of the leaks. They have not released those yet. He said they will not release those for a while, whatever a while is. So she just 14 feet. Now, again, she has to go 25 feet in to float. And they put her in 14 feet and wound up with a lot of leaks. They still suspect that they're going to refloat her late February, but they have to get those leaks that they have found repaired. Now, I'm not a welder, so I don't know a lot about welding. My son is a welder, amateur welder, I guess you could say. He welds for himself. But Travis said that they magnafluxed the steel. They did everything that can be done prior to putting her in the water, checking for leaks, cracks, things like that. And they didn't find any. The only thing that they did not do is x-ray. And his explanation for the reasoning behind that was very reasonable, because they have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of yards of welds, and x-raying was just not possible. But other than x-ray, they did every test possible to check for leaks and cracks before putting her in the water. Some kind of vacuum test, which I don't know what that is at all. If you're a welder, or you may know what that is. But they bad welder. they like I say, they did all the tests that they could do outside of x-ray, found no leaks, put her in the water 11 feet deep, wound up with leaks everywhere. So I guess the water is the best test for any cracks or bad welds or whatever may have caused the leaks. But they took her back up out of the water, obviously, because that was just a test run. And they are in the process of repairing those leaks. And then they're going to, I assume, put her in the same 14-foot test again to check those leaks that they've repaired and to check for possible other leaks. And after that point, I don't know if they will lower her deeper in the water, maybe 20 feet. Because like I said, it takes 20, I say, now this is may not be 100% accurate information. I say it takes 25 feet to float her, because that's what she was floating at San Jacinto, 24, 25 feet, depending. It was on and off. So what they don't want to do right now is float her up off the keel blocks. So they're going to I imagine they're going to float her, or not float her, but lower her deeper and deeper in the water, checking for leaks. They may go 3 feet deeper each time. I don't know their process for doing that. I don't know what they're going to do. But that process may stretch them out past February for refloating her totally. Of course, that's my guess, because all these kind of things always take longer than the original estimated time. For instance, the original estimated time for the dry docking was 9 to 12 months. And she's been in there now, 18 months? Since August 22, however many months that is. Anybody can figure that out real quick. Is better at math than I am, with months anyway. So why no pictures, Michael says. Well, actually, I do have pictures, Michael. I've got the pictures that I've taken off of their Facebook page of the test itself, which this, again, is another one of my fidgety things about the foundation. I wish they would have announced that they were going to do that test, so those of us that wanted to could get down there and get some video of it. And I imagine that's probably why they don't announce those things. But let me show you the pictures of the test itself. There's only 5 or 6 of them. Again, I wish I could have been down there, or Kylie, or that Garnet fella. I wish one of us could have been down there, but again, not knowing it's happening is no help. Now, Tom did catch a post today, which is very informative, and it was a great catch on Tom's part. Let me find it here.
That was a lucky catch.
Yeah, it was a good catch. He caught something that may give us the information we need to know when she's going completely back into the water. Okay, posted to Tom. This is what Tom found. Posted to the Battleship Texas Foundation group today by a Jennifer Massey. It says, I found out that Carnival Jubilee is pushing back their departure time on the 24th from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Would this have anything to do with the refloating of the Battleship Texas? I'm just wondering. I think she probably hit the nail on the head. I think that's exactly what it is. And as more evidence of that, the Battleship Texas Foundation has not made a comment on that whatsoever. And did you say you went back and looked for this again, Tom?
Yeah, I couldn't find it again.
So it's probably been deleted. So this is probably 24th between 8 and 4 is probably when they're going to refloat her. It's a Saturday. I can't be there on a Saturday. Hopefully Garnet can be there on a Saturday. If not, I may just have to find photos and video where I can and put something together with that.
Oh no, you're looking a little squeamish right now. It might take till 24 till you get fully sick, but you're looking a little squeamish right now.
I haven't been feeling very good. I've been having this twitch.
Yeah.
Kylie, as a matter of fact, just got over being sick. Or I guess you're over it, huh?
I am, yeah.
I can hear you a little bit better.
Can you hear me now?
A little bit better.
I can hear her now.
Well, he can hear you now, so that's good.
Okay.
I'm having a hard time reading these. I can't find where to put. I put my comments on a separate screen because if I put them on this screen, it squishes everything down too much. I can't find the perfect spot. I'll have to work that out over time. But I have to break my neck to read the comments no matter where I put them, it seems like.
I see some new names in here tonight.
Yeah, we got a lot of new folks in here tonight, which is great. Let's see what else I got here on the Battleship. Yeah, right now that's all the new stuff I've got on the Battleship. There is information here on the USS Stewart, which is at Galveston Naval Museum on Pelican Island. I'm sure everybody in here is probably familiar with that. And that information I'm going to put up here. They're going to have a volunteer week looking for people to work on the USS Stewart, which is the destroyer. And don't know what the work is going to be. It's certainly not going to be, before you get excited, it's not going to be grease monkeying around the engine. They don't want to get the thing running. It's going to be more along the lines of maybe scraping paint, putting down new paint. And since I've never done it before, I don't know what else. Kylie has done it for a while. As a matter of fact, since it's a week long, they're going to let you sleep on the ship if you want to. They're going to feed you 3 squares a day, which is pretty cool. That is going, I'm going to put up the dates here.
I don't know.
April 10th to the 17th.
Yeah.
Forget what you just saw, just like a judge and a jury. Forget everything you just heard. So, like you can do that.
And you can come out for a day. You can come out for a couple of days. You can come out for the whole week. And there's usually a decent contingent of folks that come out. And they come out from all over the U.S. There's people that come in from Missouri, people that come in from California. And believe it or not, I think last time I was there, we had more people from out of state coming in to volunteer than we did from in-state. It's usually mostly an older crowd, so it'd be nice to see some younger folks there too. But it's a lot of, just generalized maintenance on the ship. They'll have specific projects that we're going to work on. Projects for if the weather's good and projects for if the weather's bad. So you'll have indoor and outdoor projects that we can work on. And you get 3 squares a day. You get a nice cot. Well, you get to sleep in the ship's racks in the berthing at night. But it's pretty cool. There's a really tiny head in the aft compartment of the ship over in the steering gear room. So if you do stay the night, I hope you're a contortionist because it takes some finagling to get in and out of the shower. Now, some people stay out in town and get a hotel room and then just show up to work in the morning. You can work a half day, so you can work in the morning, you can work in the evening. They're just really happy to have folks show up and help out. Also, I believe on March 8th is the 80th anniversary of the Kavala. And they're going to have a celebration that day as well. So if you're free on March 8th, you may want to come down to the Galveston Naval Museum and celebrate 80 years of the Kavala.
Again, on a work day for me, but like I said earlier, I'm starting to have these twitches. I may have to take a couple days off work. So I also read on their website that if you do stay in a hotel, that is tax deductible as a donation. Okay, give me the dates again, Kylie.
All right, so April 10th through the 17th. 10th
through the 17th.
Correct.
All right, that is okay. I'm going to be down there on the 15th. 15th? It's a Monday? No, 16th. I'll be down there on the 16th for sure.
Okay,
and maybe the 17th.
The morning of the 16th.
Do what?
I'm leaving the morning of the 16th.
Oh man!
But just because you're going to come down the 16th, I'll extend some PTO and stay an extra day. Are you guys going to try to stay overnight? Or are you just going to come down? Just for the day?
Just for the day. Yeah.
Okay.
If I go back on the 17th, I'll still come home and then just go back down there on the 17th. I'll be bringing myself, 2 other people, if they can manage. One, my grandson, who is 17, so I got to make sure that his age is okay. And 2, my son, whose age is okay, but he's got to find out if he can get off work. So it'll be me and 2 entourage sidekicks. Kylie, can you give me the Navy version of what you did in the VMFA 115? I was down in IM2 division with the jet shop.
All right, yeah, so IM2, if I'm not mistaken, was at the rear of the hangar bay, at the stern, if I'm correct, if I remember correctly. But in VMFA 115, which is the Marine unit I was attached to with the Harry S. Truman, our squadron F-18s was on there. I was a 6217, which in the Marine Corps is a power line mechanic. We call it power line because it's a mixture of the power plant shop and the line shack. So they just put them together and call it a power line shop. Marine Corps' motto is do more with less. So we had considerably less people than what an average Navy squadron would have. So the Navy would have their separate line shack that would have individuals in that, and then you would have the AD shop, which was your engine mechs and stuff. So on the carrier, I was also a plane captain, so could be a turd shirt if it was a brown shirt. But we call them a turd shirt because it's crap brown is the color of the shirt, so turd shirt. But if you ever watch movies and stuff, or you on the land, back on shoreside, we would be the ones giving the hand signals to the aircraft. So we would be doing the yellow shirt's job on shore. Now, when we go to a carrier, though, everything is kind of switched. We'll start the aircraft up. We'll run through the checks with the pilot. but any movement is controlled by the yellow shirt on the flight deck. So we would pass the controls of the aircraft over to the yellow shirt, then they would direct the aircraft up to the bow or the waist caps, depending upon where they needed it. So yeah, that's pretty much what I did. Aircraft launch recovery on shoreside. When you're on the carrier, you're doing maintenance, so you can do a daily inspection, turnaround inspection. Turnaround's basically what you do in between flights for the aircraft. So every time the aircraft lands, before it goes out again, it gets an inspection done on it, just in case something is wrong with it. We fix the engines and take care of the secondary power systems on the Hornet. We're also in charge of maintaining the fuel system, the tires, all that kind of good stuff. So, yeah.
So, Kylie, do the other shirts have names? Like the yellow shirt, is he like a banana man or anything like that?
I've never heard them called banana man. But
well, I don't know. I was just asking. I don't know. I've never spent a day of my life on an active Navy ship, so I don't know.
Purple shirts are grapes. They're the ones that run out in fuel. You have the blue shirts, blueberries. They'll go out and
they are fruit.
Yeah. They tow the aircraft around. You have red shirts, which are typically ordnance. You have white shirts, white jerseys. Those can be safety, quality assurance. You have green shirts, which are typically maintainers, troubleshooters. White shirts can also be final checkers for the squadron. So they're the ones that are up at the catapults. So when the plane comes up to the catapult, you usually have one person on either side. And as the aircraft comes up to the cats and is going down the catapult, these two individuals, one on each side, will go down the aircraft, and they're checking for loose fasteners. They're checking for panels that may be open. They're checking for leaks, any number of things that could be wrong with the aircraft before it goes off the pointy end of the ship. So that's one job I also did as well with 115, was the final checker. And basically, once you get to the rear of the aircraft, you just kneel down. Pilot will move the controls if everything looks good. The final checker on the outside gives a thumbs up. And then once everything's good on your side, you verify that and give a thumbs up as well. And then the yellow shirt will see that. And then they will do everything they got to do, and the jet goes off the pointy end. So
looks like Michael is saying that you and he did the same thing.
Neat.
Hey, Wade. We've got Wade. Do what? Oh, yeah, grape juice.
He's the grape juice.
Yeah, I saw that. Wade, we have got with us. Wade is a member of the channel.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, Wade. If anybody wants to be a member of the channel, you can look below any of my videos, and there'll be a join button there that you can click on for that. Now, he's asking the question, do you know if any of these were the leaks that they had before the dry dock or new ones? Every single one of these is a new leak from a, I don't want to say a bad weld, but a weld, or I don't know what else they could be from except a weld, but every one of them is a new leak. None of them are old leaks, because none of that old metal is there, or very little of it. But the old metal that is there because it was good and strong. So I don't know for a fact that none of them were old leaks, but my assumption would be that old leaks were detected before it was taken out of the water and repaired. So I would assume that all of these are new leaks. As soon as they release more information, which who knows when that will be, but as soon as they release more information and the photographs, I really want to see the photographs, I'll let everybody know. So tell us in the comments what you guys are drinking, and if you plan to at least try to go work on the USS Stewart during the work week. You can find the information, since I'm unable to ever get the dates right. You can find the information on their website, which is just galvestonnavalmuseum.com. Is it .com, Kylie, or .?
Don't make me lie. I want to say it's .com, but maybe not. Let me look. Hold on.
Yeah, Wade, they're probably going to have a lot more of these testing drops in the water, I would imagine.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, because they can't.
Yes,
I mean, they only want .com. Okay, so GalvestonNavalMuseum.com, and the information on the work week is right there on the front page.
Well, we haven't come out with a project list yet for the work week. As soon as I see that, I will send it over to you. But that'll have our list of projects that may send that in an email of what projects we're going to do for the week, both interior and exterior.
And that ship really needs a lot of love, just like the Texas did.
A lot.
Yeah, a lot. And it is totally landlocked. It's up out of the water. So its whole, I would imagine they're not doing a lot to, but the tourist areas where the public is allowed, the whole area needs a lot of work. It may be paint. It may just be needing paint, or it may be rust holes that need to be repaired. But the whole thing needs to be, the whole tourist area needs to be worked on, and that's the only part of the ship I've been on. I do know that it floats, or at least when Hurricane Ike came through, it floated, because Hurricane Ike floated it right out off its landing pad and onto its side. How they got it back in there, I don't know. Are you aware of how they got it back in there, Kylie?
I do not know. So, but I do know that last time I was there, a year or so ago, so the hedgehogs on the front of the ship, now those things are in a deplorable state of condition.
Yeah.
They are, like, if you touch them, they will pretty much just disintegrate. They're in, at least they were in awful condition. I don't know. They were supposed to have hopefully worked on getting those fixed or get a facsimile of them made to replace the current ones that are there. But they looked really bad. So hopefully, if they're not fixed by now, I can get some information on when those are going to get fixed or what the plan is for those.
And do they ever hold work weeks for the Kavala as well, or just the Stewart? It's
a combined work week for both ships.
Oh, okay.
So, and if there's anything else that needs to be done, we'll try to tackle it as it comes up.
So we got people drinking Modelo. Christopher, let's see. Wade is drinking what? Dr. Pepper. That's a good choice.
I have my unsweet raspberry tea.
I got root beer, and Kylie is drinking water.
Water.
Yep. I knew it.
They can always use a plumber. So.
So our buddy Garnet, like I said earlier, but most people weren't here, he is headed California way into the storms, into the wrath, to struggle with some 15-foot seas to try to get onto a ship that needs some radar repairs. So now I've already asked him a couple of days ago. As soon as he told us that he was going out there, I asked him, if you don't make it back, can I have your drone? And he said yes. He told me where it was. So, this is for the drone. This is for him making it back. Ron Morse is drinking water as well.
It looks like I'm froze.
No, you're not froze on my side.
You're fine.
I am on my side.
You're working good on this side.
Okay, that's all
good.
that matters.
Good thing, yeah. You don't have a letter, do you, Kylie?
No, not this
no.
one. I will have one next
cool.
Monday for sure.
That's cool.
Yeah, so next Monday we'll restart the reading of the letters.
Did you have any luck, or have you attempted to translate that German letter yet?
Not just yet.
No.
But hopefully this weekend I'm going to be working on that. So I have it sitting right in front of me, actually. So
yeah.
Let's see. There it is. Well, it's going to
start out,
but there's...
Now my son, while we're talking about letters, Tom and I and Kylie went to the Galveston Railroad Museum where they have a Battleship Texas display. And in that display, they have a letter written in Japanese. And I was going to read that on here. But like I said, it's written in Japanese. I ran it through Google Translate, and it makes no sense whatsoever. So instead of just saying a bunch of meaningless words, I just want to let y'all know that if you're in Galveston and if you want to go see a Battleship Texas display, there are a lot of things in there other than that letter. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of things in there that you don't see anywhere else. There's just small knickknacks and various letters and things that the sailors made and things that you just don't see. Even if you take a tour of the Texas, you just don't see that kind of stuff. A lot of the silver off of the ship is in there. Why they have so much silver on a ship, I don't know. But I bet some sailors somewhere have a fork or a spoon or something in their kitchen drawer or hidden in a cabinet somewhere. Plumber's well, hold up. The war letters are neat, Wade said.
Also, I'm going to see if I can track down the whereabouts of the Coast Guard cutter Morris, the one that you and I saw, Keith, over in Galveston last year. I'm going to see if I can track it down. I don't know if it's still at the marina or not. So the latest images from Google aren't showing it there anymore. So I don't know where it's at.
That would be interesting to find out what happened to that. I thought I remembered some museum or somebody purchasing that or being given it.
There's a Vietnam Air Museum over at Ellington that apparently purchased it, but I haven't seen anything on their site about it, and I can't find any additional information. So I'm going to go do some detective work this week, see what I can find out.
Yeah. Michael Shelby is saying he's heading out. Wife. Okay, I'm back.
Night,
Wife called to say goodnight. Oh, okay. So I guess he's not heading out. His wife is going to sleep, I guess. Is that right, Michael? Are you heading out or is your wife going to sleep? These are things we need to know for whatever odd reason. So my son bought himself a 3D printer, and I looked up online and found, I think it's called an STL file, I think, that you feed into the system to print whatever information that STL file holds. Oh, Michael's still here. Okay, cool. So anyway, I bought an STL file. I looked for Battleship Texas. Couldn't find Battleship Texas. I did find New York class battleship, though, and there's only 2 of those. One now. There's still 2, but one you can see. So anyway, I had him print it out for me. And this is about 3 inches long. You probably can't see it real good. It's not focusing real well. Let me see where is the focus point? Anyway, this one's pretty good. It's got the hull is more like, I mean, if that was a real ship, that'd be like an inch of plywood. But the hull is not there. But the top part is pretty detailed. It's pretty good. I can't get it across on the camera. But anyway, he printed me several sizes. This is an X size up. And that may show, Alexa, turn on the YouTube room light.
Okay.
Is that any better? I don't know. You can see the 3 5-inch guns sticking out. And I had him print a little bit bigger size. Right here. This is maybe 6 or 7 inches long. And all of them are pretty good. All of them are pretty detailed. They're not as detailed as I was hoping for. I was hoping to see individual anti-aircraft guns, which they are there, and you can see them. But they're not as finely detailed. As a matter of fact, right here, you can see an anti-aircraft gun. Right, you can't see it. I can see it. But anyway, once we get enough viewers on here, I'm going to start having him print me out a bunch of these, and then I'll have a drawing, one drawing a week, and some lucky contestant can win a print out of the Battleship Texas. It looks pretty cool, and if I had more patience, I would take this big one and paint it with whatever it would take to paint it. A toothpick? I don't know. It's all the same color, isn't it? Gray. Just spray can. Done. But they're pretty cool. I wish there was more of the whole there. But it is what it is. But what it is pretty cool. I like it. And anyway, I'm going to start giving some of these away. I will probably start with this mid-size one because the small one it's okay. It's just not detailed enough. You can tell what it is by looking at it, but looking close, it's not real detailed. This medium-sized one, it's fairly detailed, and then, of course, the larger one is even more detailed. Michael Shelby, I need a 3D printer. There's a cheap-looking Iowa model for sale, if anyone's still. Yeah, I need a 3D printer, too, and I also need one of those wood laser printers. Of course, I'm going to end up with neither because I don't need one of these now since my son has one. But anybody that has a 3D printer, if you have a 3D printer, let me know. Because this is I don't know if Tom and Kylie, I don't know if y'all have ever held anything printed, and I never have till now, printed from a 3D printer, but these things are just like hard plastic. They're much harder than I thought they were. I thought they would be more of a soft, spongy stuff, but they're not. Not at all. It doesn't have the anchors on the side either. That's something it needed.
I noticed at Hobby Lobby on Saturday, I think it's in New York, that they've got an actual model of probably about 2 foot long, but that's the only one I've seen up there.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of guys online that put those models together. I'm not really a modeler. Ooh, that's a big old water cup. I'm not really a modeler. I'm not really a modeler. I used to build models when I was younger, but they were aircraft. I was really into aircraft, still into aircraft, really. But never built a model ship. But I've seen guys online that are building them so detailed, they're probably more detailed than the original ship. Okay, somebody translate HA3 for me. Does that really spell something? HA in the chat? That guy in the chat? That guy in the chat, he can't hear me right now. But it's HA3APE. Sounds like a Star Wars thing, but I'm not really that much into Star Wars, so I don't know. I can't let him know I'm trying to figure this out. Ha3ape? Hop. I don't know. Nazir.
Where are you from?
Nazir in, where's that? In where? I know what it says, but I don't know where that is. Kylie,
Cyrillic.
You know where that is?
Cyrillic.
You know where that is?
Place. So Cyrillic is a written language.
Oh, okay.
Russian, yeah, that's Cyrillic. If I'm correct. I may be wrong.
It means at dawn. That's pretty cool. Oh, Michael, you built cars. My grandson is a car nut. He drives me crazy with cars, especially Mustangs. Okay, so different kind of language. I could have guessed Klingon, I guess.
So I sent you a picture of the Morris too. I didn't know if you wanted to share that.
When did you do that?
Just a little bit ago.
In email?
No, in chat.
Why am I not seeing this? See, you're just too damn high tech, man. Let's see.
That way they can see what it looks like.
Tom. Addie sent Tom a heart. Tom.
Thank you very much.
What's up with Addie, Tom? There's more stuff that we don't know about on here. Oh, Michael, you love Star Trek, man. That's my favorite. I tell you what, the Enterprise CC-1701D could take out the Death Star and not even slow down to do it. My sister and I argue about Star Trek and whatever the name of that. Star Wars. Okay, so I'm looking for.
You had that. I never did like that show.
Which one?
Star Trek.
You're just teasing people. I know.
I know.
I don't even see you.
I'm one of these people. If I can't see it in real life, I can't understand it and I can't believe in it.
I don't see it, Kylie.
I sent it.
In chat?
I never did see it pop up.
Yep. It's there.
Chicago Joe.
Well, I sent it directly to Keith, so he should be able to see it.
Maybe I have to look somewhere special for it.
Shouldn't have to.
Kylie, you need to send me a picture of that little scooter you got.
Okay.
I can do a search through the chats, but the only thing that comes up under your name.
No. Okay. Look at the comments. And
yeah.
Look to the right. It'll say private chat.
Okay. Let me change this all here. Let me change this all. Well, no, I can't change it. Yeah, you make it sound easy.
It is for her.
Look, this is all you got to do. Do this. There's no problem. Just do that. What's the deal?
See, AJ's not here to help me.
Yeah, you're lucky you got a high-tech 12-year-old that can figure all this stuff out for you.
Oh, yeah.
I got to rely on my own wits. and that's where the term came from, wits end, because my wits ended. My wits are gone. They left me when I was about 59 or 60.
Yeah. On my side, the logo for EvMux is covering your face.
It is on my side too. Let's fix that. Next time I'll put Garnet up there.
You got to be nice to him.
I know he might call down lasers from space on me.
I know it.
I don't know, Michael. At 45, I was doing pretty good. I was rocking and rolling at 45. I'm 68. I still work a full-time job. Always will, because I did not prepare for retirement. But I am collecting my full Social Security. But none of those things helps you find what I'm looking for from Kylie. Can you send it again? Can you send it?
I suppose. Let's see here. I'll send it. Let's see if this sends.
Hey, Henry, how'd you get that job?
Yeah, that's what I was just about to ask him. I was just reading that same thing. I saw on their Facebook page the other day that they're taking applications for volunteers again.
But you know they wouldn't take mine or yours.
Yeah, they'd take it to the side of the ship and throw it in the water.
I know it.
Did you send it again?
I did.
Why do I got nothing?
You look on the private side?
Yeah, that's where it's at.
I don't see anything that says private. What's this? A lot of buttons here. That ain't it. Christopher, man, you're young. Where's this thing at? Well, you ain't young no more. Never mind.
I can't see it on my side because it went to you.
Yeah, it would have gone to me.
I sent it to you too, Tom. So.
Oh, she sent it to you too. So we're both stupid. Misery loves company.
At least you're not alone.
Yeah.
Well, you should have some photos of the Morris that you can share.
I actually do.
That way they can see it. So when we talk about it, they'll know what we're talking about.
Let me see if I... Are y'all still seeing the regular screen, or are you seeing what I'm looking at, which is a bunch of pictures?
I'm seeing the regular screen.
Okay, good.
The regular screen. Yeah.
Okay, so let me find one here. Where are you? Okay, I got them here. Let's find a good one. Did I take any good ones? Here's a good one.
I have to go here in a little bit. I have to get ready for work, so.
Well, that's not going to work for me either.
Let's save it for next time.
Yeah, I'll load something up for next time. It would be very interesting. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I should have some information on its whereabouts and status and stuff like that.
Yeah, and I'll do some research on it also and see if I can dig up some pictures of when it was in service so we can compare, what it looks like now, which looks totally different. It had a...
Oh, those are easy to find.
Yeah. It had... Do you recall what gun it had mounted on it? I remember it still had the mount, but no gun when we were there.
Not offhand.
I want to say it was a 50 caliber or a 20 millimeter. I don't know, but I'll find some pictures on it and we'll find out what happened to it. Regular screen, Kiara, seeing regular screen. Okay, there it is. Wait a minute. The head of the USS Texas goes to my church in Austin, Texas. Henry, what's his name? I don't know his name. The head, are you talking about the head of the Battleship Texas Foundation? Which is Bruce Bamdelit, I think. Unless there's somebody above him. I don't know their structure, so I don't know who's in charge really. Kylie, Michael's going to look you up in his cruise book, apparently.
Awesome.
So do they make like yearbooks like in high school? Do they do that or something?
Yeah, it's basically what a cruise book is. They'll have all the different units in there. I think you can even go online, and there's a repository of ships' cruise books and stuff. I ordered mine off the Truman, but never got it. Do you have you?
Do you have you?
Have you? Do you have you?
Do you have you? I have me.
I don't know. Do you have you?
Yep, I'm here. I've got me.
I'm pretty sure I got me.
Yeah? You look familiar. I think you're one. Do you have one? He said.
Oh, no, I don't have one. I never got mine. I ordered one, and never got it. I EAS right off the ship in 2005 when we got back to Norfolk. Never got the darn thing. So, message the ship, message the ombudsman, just still never got it. So, mine's out there, probably at someone's home right now.
Okay.
And those things weren't cheap either.
I was just going to say the military, well, the government owes you a refund.
Yeah, good luck.
Yeah. But if you owe them money, they certainly want it. They certainly want it. Went through that last year, and they don't play. They don't play.
And they know where you live.
Yeah. We debated whether to pay them off in payments, which was an option, or just pay it off. And since they were so threatening in the beginning anyway, we decided to just pay it off and get them out of our hair instead of dealing with payments and dealing with them, which hurt. It hurt a lot, but it was good to have off our back as well. I have 0304 and 0405, whatever that means. Kylie. 2003, 4. Oh, okay. 2000. Yeah, 2003, 4.
We did 2 cruises over to the Med. So,
have you ever passed that place? I forget where it is, where the Pacific and the Atlantic come together, and the water's 2 different colors.
No.
I was going to ask you.
To the Pacific, the Atlantic and Pacific. Well, I mean.
I was going to ask you if that was a real thing or if that's just something that's online. I don't know how 2 waters in the middle of the ocean could come together and be different color. They say it's because the saline mixture is different and they won't mix. Why wouldn't they mix?
I know. And when I went from the U.S. to Japan, we flew. So we took C-130s or KC-135s. So I was on a ship then. I was on a ship till I got to 115. Well, I did go on carriers when I was in VFA 125 out of Lemoore, but I mean, those we just went out for training evolutions for those. So
Henry is asking where they found the leak. It's not a leak; it's several leaks, and I don't know. Travis has talked about them on the Facebook page and has said that they've got pictures of them, and he spoke like there is quite a few of them, but he did not say where in the ship they were. I would assume along the new steel, which is probably, probably 80% of the hull is new. So I would assume it's somewhere along the new steel, not the old stuff. But I don't know that for sure.
All right. Well, I have to get ready for work.
Oh, wait a minute. I got something. I got something for you. I appreciate you coming by, Kylie, but hang on just 1 second. I got something for you. Just 1 second.
What? What are you thinking? I mean, thank you. I'll come again.
Okay, good night. Or not good night. Happy work day, Kylie.
Well, be ready for next week. We'll do letters again, and I should have some information on the Morse.
Yep, and I'll dig up some photographs on it.
Great, and I'll send you anything I have, so that way you have it prior to the live stream.
Yeah, okay.
All right.
Thanks,
Michael,
Kylie.
Good night, Kylie.
Next week. Tom, have a good night.
Bye.
I get to go to sleep shortly.
I'm jealous.
You've been asleep all day.
No, I was awake all day.
That's not good.
No, my car in the garage had a disagreement, so the garage won. She's
a Marine. She survives on 15 minutes worth of sleep and 20 pounds of coffee a day.
Yeah.
I'm not 20. I'm not 20 anymore, so.
I know that feeling.
Next week.
All right.
All right. Bye, Kylie. Daryl Coots, I feel like I missed out on my Navy experience. I served about 12 years. Activation mechanic mate, working on F4 Tomcats, never went to sea. Oh, never went to sea. That's a bummer, man. When I joined the service, I tried to join the Navy because that was what my dad was in. So I wanted to be a Navy guy. Well, to my dismay, when I went in and talked to a recruiter, they insisted that you have some college time before they take you, which I had zero college. And I had as much college as I wanted, which is zero, but they wouldn't take me. So I had to end up going in the Army, which was not the best choice I've ever made. But yeah, I had a good time and a bad time in the Army. Yeah, Kylie is gone. And I have just about run out of things to talk about. Tom, you got any dog shows or motorcycle shows coming up?
Our next dog show is March 2nd in Shawnee, Oklahoma. The very next day, after I drive back that night, I have a motorcycle show on the 3rd at a place here in Dallas called Ford's Garage. It is a heck of a place to go eat. It's got a lot of nice things there. We're going to be pretty busy in March with the motorcycle shows on Sunday. So we're going to be traveling with the dogs. March in Oklahoma, April in Hot Springs, May in Colorado, June in Albuquerque. Did a lot of traveling.
Sounds like it. I just spotted you styling and profiling, and I do not have Ric Flair loaded up. I can't believe I missed out on Ric Flair.
He just barely made it.
Yeah. How long you been here styling and profiling?
Showtime! Woo! 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 Styling and profiling. Stop! We can't take it anymore. Showtime! Woo! 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 Styling.
Man, that got out of control. Did you see Ric Flair?
You bet.
Okay. All right. Wanted to make sure he showed up. And by the way, I'm drinking root beer also. Whoa! Who is that? Henry. All right, man. What kind are you drinking? I got IBC tonight, which is not my favorite, but it's the easiest to get a hold of. It's kind of like moonshine. You just get what you can get. Daryl, how you doing, Daryl? Just want to say to you that I really appreciate the Jeep Drone and Old Man videos and say a big thanks for the time you spend keeping us all up to date. Hey, I appreciate you saying that, Daryl, because unbeknownst to people that don't make YouTube videos, there is a lot of time put into a YouTube video, unless you just copy somebody else's information and act like it's yours, which I don't. Michael Shelby warned me next time. Now there's no warning on here about anything, but it just comes up, man. But I appreciate that, Daryl, because I do put together like my last video, it's whatever it is, 9 minutes, 30 seconds, including my drive time and my droning time and my editing time. I bet I have 10 hours in that video. Now, I'm not as good an editor and as fast as some people. Garnet seems to be really quick. I don't know how he does it. Well, I do, because he's not married. He doesn't have pets, so he doesn't have other things to take care of when he gets home. He can just go right to it. But I do have a lot of time in my videos. I try to make them interesting, and sometimes I'll post one that to me is the best thing I've ever done, and it gets almost no views, and then I post something I'm not really happy with, and the views on it go crazy. Now, my last one I'm really happy with, and the views have gone.
One was a really good one.
Yeah, the views have gone up good on that one, and I'm really happy with that one.
I think the way you did that last one to where you mix the pictures around instead of just going in chronological in order
Yeah.
from the first one, the way you bounce them around, that made it really interesting because you never knew what was coming up next.
Yeah, yeah. And there's one picture, there's one blend in there that has a, hey, Michael Shelby, I appreciate that, brother. That right there is root beer money. Here, I got something for you. All I got to do is scroll down this list right here and find it. There it is.
Thank you.
Appreciate that, Michael Shelby. $5 for root beer money. That means I can drink the rest of this one instead of having to save it all week long, man. But yeah,
Plus, you got my picture in your videos too, so.
Say that again?
I said, you got my pictures in your video too.
Yeah, I do. Yep. And I got some, and I've got some of Kylie's in there. I think I've got 1 or 2 of Garnet's in there from the drone back by the rudder where they were taking it. As a matter of fact, that's what I was going to talk about. I've got a picture in there from 1925 where they were cleaning the starboard propeller, and then I blended into what it looks like right now in dry dock. And for that picture of right now, that's actually one of Garnet's pictures out of one of his videos. Because the reason I had to do that is because I couldn't find one of my videos that had the perfect angle pointing at the rudder to be able to line it up with those guys from 1925. But I think that blend came out really good. I may be doing more videos like, or I guess it'd be a video, but more videos like that where I get really old pictures and then put the new picture right next to it and kind of blend together so you can see it go from old to new. Styling and profiling, good stuff, man. All right, guys, we have reached 1 hour and 4 minutes, so we've got to bail out of here. Still trying to keep this down to 1 hour. If you guys think I should go longer, let me know. Tom can probably stay with me longer, but I ain't going longer tonight because I've already got other plans. But if you think the show should go longer, oh no, I'm not going to call it a show. The live stream should go longer. Let me know what you think. We usually try to stick around 1 hour, and we usually hit anywhere between 1 hour and 10 minutes. So anyway, that's it for tonight. I appreciate everybody that came in the chat. Michael Shelby, I appreciate the root beer money, man. Anybody else that wants to give me some root beer money, you can look underneath any one of my videos and do it that way. Or if you want to give me more than root beer money to help me buy whatever I might need to buy, some more drone batteries so I can fly longer, something like that, I'd appreciate whatever. And if you can't afford to, I appreciate you just watching my videos. Have a wonderful night, gentlemen. Yeah, Daryl, you too. Everybody in chat, appreciate it. Tom, I appreciate it.
All righty.
Hey, Addie. There she is, Tom. Or I hope she's just she. Because Tom likes she's, not he's. She sent you the heart earlier.
Yeah, I know.
Boomhauer, appreciate you coming by, and I see you're at work making that spaghetti. So I appreciate that. Everybody have a good night. Tom, I'll talk to you in chat daily probably. And everybody else, Henry or Vietnam in 68, 69, I almost wound up there. I had to register for the draft in 71, but that was when things were coming to an end. So I appreciate your service, Henry. Appreciate that I didn't have to go. All right, guys, that's it for tonight. I appreciate everybody. Look for us again, Tom and I, the best two looking of all four of us that are usually here. We will be here next Monday, 6:30 p.m. Central Time. Don't miss it because we won't. Thanks, guys.
Y'all have a good week.
And that's all I have to say about that.